telling you. Hi, I love y'all. So today it's July 30th, 2025. Molly. So yeah. So this is our house. Going out through the garage. And then there's the front of our house. Telling you. So anyways, yeah. I've been keeping this yard looking nice. I mean, because, every day when I clean house or clean the garage or cars, it's a way of cleaning out my clutter in my mind, The other day, I actually put plastic under all this so that way I don't have to keep pulling out weeds, which gets really annoying to have to do all the time. So anyway, telling you, the other day I went to the Facebook Marketplace and I got this for $15. And it works perfectly good too. Works beautifully. I mean, it's like the same camcorder that I had in 1996, but this is rebadged a Hitachi instead of RCA. And then along the way, I bought these blank videotapes that are exactly like the one that I bought in 1988. These are true vintage right here, and it's brand new too. We don't see this every day. I bought a package of this back in the day in 1988, like for this camcorder that I bought back in 1988. Like this brings back memories. I have the video of me opening up these tapes, or that showing that I had these. Yeah. Now let's get to the point of this whole video. Well, an update about my cars. Well, you could see this new Honda that I got. Well, you know what? She's like the other two cars that I was wanting to sell, the Edge and the Toyota RAV4. I mean, I sold those cars already. Well, the Edge, it took me 3 months to sell it, but I finally did. I got $3,700 for the Edge. And then the Toyota RAV4, the one that my kid was driving and had a little damage on the side, when she had a mishap, learning to drive. I mean, of course, when you're new at driving, when you're newer. But anyway, so I sold that for $3,500. I mean, although I actually did provide them the smog check, and I provided them because I had to pay the registration on it because the stickers are due, so I paid that. So I sold it to the person for $3,500 total. I mean, so I got $35 for that RAV4. I mean, and what's crazy is like I got more people looking at the RAV4. At the 2006 RAV4, I had more people looking at that car in 3 days than I did of the Edge in 3 months. Yeah, you heard me right. I mean, 3 days. I sold it on the first week, the RAV4, right away. I sold it right away. I mean, despite of all the little flaws that it had, even the consumption of the oil. I used to have to add like a quart every 1,000 miles, more like 1,000. I mean, it was not that bad. I mean, but it was flawless. So it was flawless otherwise. A Toyota, and I fixed some air and all that. I did a couple things on it before I sold it. So I washed the interior on that car. So I mean, the car was good. I mean, it was a good car. So overall, but that was just to show that the Toyota gets a lot more attention than the Ford apparently does. I mean, well, a Toyota is an extremely popular car. I mean, and for being a 2006, I sold that RAV4 for just $200 less than the 2011 Edge. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's crazy that I got about the same amount for the two cars, and that's to show what the market looks like, at least in my area. I mean, so So it's in high demand. Toyota is more higher demand than the Ford, apparently, because I had a hard time selling the Ford, but I did finally sell it, but not before fixing a couple things on it. I mean, but I did it myself. I'm save a lot of money when you do it yourself. And now I finally did what I wanted to do for a long time, but I just had to wait for these cars to sell. The Edge, I had to wait for the Edge to sell before finally upgrading myself, or I wouldn't know say if it's an upgrade or not. Well, maybe an upgrade for what we need to what we need better. But so finally did what I wanted to do. I had to sell the Edge first. I wanted the Edge to sell first, so I could buy the car that I want or need. I mean, so finally got the car that I wanted after selling the car. This is a 2012 Honda Odyssey. Excellent runner. Doesn't leak any oil, nothing. I mean, it's a beautiful running car. I mean, after evaluating it, I mean, this is actually a basic car. I mean, this is an LX model. I mean, it doesn't have the fancy bells and whistles like the Edge did. So basically, this car replaces the Edge. This one replaces the Edge. And what I like here, it's 7 passengers. That's what I wanted. I wanted something with room. I mean, but also because, I mean, I really cannot do without a van or some kind of big car, because sometimes I want to carry big things. Like, I want to carry big things. Sometimes I have to have a car like this on the weekends for the side. But I mean, the truck, I had the truck, but the truck was too big for me. It was too much gas. and it really, I mean, it just didn't fit me well for what I wanted it for. And then the Edge was a bit more like for like a car like experience, sort of. I mean, but it was an SUV. But I mean, the thing, like the room was pretty decent. I mean, I was able to open the lift gate on the Edge and fold down the seats, and I was able to fit some big stuff. But the thing is that it was only able to fit 5 passengers, and a lot of times we had to I had to like trunk a couple of the guys. And so yeah. And then speaking of which, the Toyota RAV4, we sold the Toyota RAV4 to replace it with this originally. So yeah, so like speaking of which, like I said, the RAV4, I mean, we bought this Lexus to replace the RAV4 originally. So, but the thing is that I didn't want to sell it right away because I wanted Claire's to get used to this car and everything, you know, like, but I mean, of course, this is our weekend car, but I mean, this will be our weekend car. We want something with more luxury, a little more luxury. And something that's more nicer, apparently. But the RAV4, that was my kid's car, like first car. But so that it was our our plan to replace it with something newer and more nicer. And this is it. And so that was the original idea that I had. So, but we bought the Lexus first, and then it took me until now to decide to sell the RAV4. But that was the original plan. And then the Edge, I wanted to sell the Edge first before I buy this one, because I don't want to have too many cars. I don't want to own too many cars. I mean, I rather keep it like this, where it's no more than 3. No more than 3 cars other than the Mercury, because we have to have 3. Well, Clarice, my daughter, drives, so she needs to have a car of her own, so that way she could be a driver when I can't. You know, like, and then well, that way we have 2 drivers in the house, which is a nice thing. I love that. I mean, and then of course this is my daily driver. Now I'm kind of planning. My wife would like me to sell this car, and so that way I could upgrade myself to something more nicer. I mean, a more nicer car. I mean, I'm thinking that I want to get a Lexus or Toyota or something, Honda or whatever. I mean, I want to get one of those cars, but I might go from a different brand. But I mean, I might pick out a brand that my young kid likes, my other one, so that way it can convince her to drive. I mean, but I'm kind of weird about the other brands though, like Mercedes. You know, well, some Mercedes Benzes are okay according to the reviews and stuff. Some my kid likes that, likes a car like that. And I've seen some for like 3 or 4. I mean, 5, whatever. I mean, 3 or 4. My price range is gonna be like $3,000 or $4,000. I mean. And speaking of which, you know, like this van, I actually paid $4,000 for this van. Apparently, it does have some miles on it. I mean, it does have some miles, but like I say, it runs and drives beautifully. And it's like, I feel like it has a newer engine. I feel like the engine might be newer. Might be an engine that had been replaced like maybe 100,000 miles ago or something. But anyway, I mean, it works. I mean, so it's like if I traded in the Edge to buy this. I mean, yeah, basically. I mean, I traded the Edge in, and I traded the Edge plus $300 to buy this. Yeah. And then, yeah, I only paid like $200 to register it, so I invested $4,200. I mean, for this car, and I already made use of it to go to the beach the other day. I went to the beach; it was really fun, and it served me so perfect. It was so perfect going to the beach with this, you know, because I had like 3 other people that wanted to go with us, like my kids' friends, you know, wanted to go. So I said, hop in, you know. So I mean, we drove there and it fit perfectly, like 7 passengers. I mean, yeah, and it was perfect for the day. I mean, oh yeah, like what I was talking about, you know, like my kid, it goes to theater, like her class is theater, right? I mean, and sometimes they have to go to these places, like school, and sometimes she has her friends needing rides and stuff, and a lot of times I had to trunk a few people. I mean, on the Edge, because it only fits 5, and we had like 7 people or something, you know, like, well, 6 or something, 7. And then it was always kind of an issue. I always had to trunk him. I don't want to have to do that. I mean, I don't want to have to do that anymore. I mean, so that's why and plus, I mean, this provides more room for when I want to go on those trips or something. I could put like the cooler or things like that and have plenty of room in the back. So yeah, anyways, you know, these cars, I mean, I was like looking around to find a van. I was looking at Honda Odysseys, and the average price is about $7,000 for one of these. I mean, but the average market value is about 7. But I got this one for 4. But I mean, it's perfect because it's not something that I plan on using as a daily driver. I don't daily drive cars like these. I prefer small cars for my daily driver. But anyway, I mean, my first thought about what to replace this car with is a Lexus. Like, it'd be an IS 250. I'll show you this Hyundai. So this is my Hyundai, my daily driver, for which I'm the original owner of this, since brand new. So I'm wondering like what it's worth. I feel like it's probably worth about $2,200 maybe. I mean, but the air conditioner does not work, but it just needs to be recharged. And then the clutch is slipping a little bit. Well, that's the one thing that's actually gonna prevent me from being to sell the car. I mean, because the clutch, it's like it slips sometimes, and sometimes it's not. I mean, but it has 167,000 miles on it, and it's like I would have to replace the clutch before I'd sell the car. I mean, because but if I would replace the clutch, then I would want a little bit more. I would want a little more. But of course, I would do it myself. I mean, save a lot of money. I mean, anyway, so this is the inside of this new car that I bought with the money I got from the Edge. Yeah, well, you know, so my first thought was a Lexus IS or IS 250. But the only ones in my price range would be like a late 2000. But would that be a downgrade from this car? Because I mean, it would be like it would be a few years older than this car. And then but I guess I would upgrade myself in terms of being more luxurious, and just being a more reliable car, I guess. I mean, more like a more luxurious ride. I mean, but the miles would be about the same and stuff, but it'd be something that would be more pleasurable to drive, like the Lexus IS. But anyway, well, that's just a quick thought. I mean, but otherwise, I would probably think about like Toyota Corolla or something. Well, anyway, so I thought I was gonna say hi and everything, and like a blog for the day, July 30th, 2025. And so my job, I mean, I've been busting my ass off in the last 2 weeks in that job. I actually worked a full week for the first time in that job. It is actually for the first time, and because it's never full time. I never get a full week in that job. I only typically work on the average of 2 days a week, and then I collect the EDD for the rest while I'm still looking for a permanent job. I have not really put too much time on it lately because I've been working in the last, 2 weeks. But before that, for 3 weeks, I didn't work. They didn't have any work for 3 weeks in a row. But in the last 2 weeks, it's been some work. So, I mean, on and off. My job is on and off. I mean, graveyard shift, working from 10 o'clock until 6:30 in the morning. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I mean, so I typically been sleeping during the day. I mean, but I don't have to do that today because I've been called off for the day. So there's no work today. So I love those days when I go home early, like I did earlier today, because we finished our job at 3:30 instead of 6:30. And then and they just texted me telling me that not to come into work tonight because we're done with the project for the week. So, well, anyway, I hope you liked this vlog of the day and showing you my new car and having sold my other two. That's an update. So I sold those two to get one good one, or one that's perfect. And then eventually, probably, I might be selling the Kia, but I don't know when. I don't know when I will. I mean, if any of y'all have a Lexus IS 250 that's about $3,000 in value, like even if it's an older one and it has some miles on it, I mean, if any of y'all who want to give me one, I'll sell my car and then I'll buy that car off of you. I mean, all right. I'll see you on the next video.